Ali, thanks for helping my budget. A little bit about yourself.
Hmm. Yeah.
Could you say where do you live and what profession you're in?
Yeah. I'm a CEO of a Rian Job Center and a health center. I'm based in Pakistan. I'm also a shadow minister of communication literacy. I have certified digital marketer, and I'm working for here in Pakistan, been digital transforming every day, helping many people's individual coaching, mentorship, and I have recorded many trainings and ebooks for. Um, so it's all about helping and growing digitally and transforming every day with full of energy. This is my passion towards to contribute my wisdom and intellectual capacity. Yeah.
So you mentioned you've written lots of books about growing and transforming. Did I understand that correctly?
Yeah.
Could you talk a little bit about them? Like, what's the secret to becoming a better version of ourselves?
Yeah, better version of a person is all about that we need to understand every day that we are something spending our time, that we have one thing today. So we improve our next day for tomorrow. After again 10 day, our natural process is something learn, something unlearning, and also there we have to define ourselves that what we have achieved or what we have gained from the pain which we have some disaster and roller coaster experience sometime in life. So do not give up for something. There is something level of life that is grit level, that everyone how much that pressure will be sponging like sponge in the life. So how much you can furnish your things and get your energy and get up and more bring up more peoples to do the same things. Because if I lose my energy, so what the other people are going to learn the lesson from me. So I'm responsible for my all my actions. And also, so I need to contribute and for myself and keep continuing. Yeah.
In order to like improve energies and increase kind of uh, your your ability to do things. What are some secrets to doing that?
That is one of person his job, that I don't feel that is my job. That is not by getting from more much that I need to have to play this role. If I do not play this role, what the afterlife? So I am just preparing every day for my afterlife, because that is something temporary life I have to live as a human being with the experience of soul. So the soul experience need to have good deeds every day, have get the good deeds every day, get the points, and the more I can make myself satisfy as a legend, I become myself one day or more day contributing and everything. So I need to keep contributing. That contribution add up to my end of life. So I need to rest in peace, soul, one day, today, or day after. It may be, but I need to have a satisfaction level for something that I need to this level of energy to give the people. So that's why I keep continuing and doing my best efforts and have to know what the better version and what I can do my things as my responsibility for myself, my community, my world, my country. So it's all about my mission to do every day.
That's a very good point. That we have to contribute and we have to feel like our contribution is meaningful in order to stay motivated. to have internet.
Mhm. Yeah.
So just kind of moving on to the moon mission. Do you know by chance the last time that people walked on the moon?
Yeah.
Would you believe it was 1972 was the last time that we had people walk on the moon? Over 40 years ago.
Yeah, every time the people of prediction, the intellectual capacity, and the things are happens. Even the people are going to moon and have a cup of tea. That is something a prediction of many people and intellectual. As even in Holy Quran, they have many verses that people can at words of level that can go on moon and things that. So there is very important that every technology will be increased and things happens. So it's maybe it take time to have a success or not success, but people are trying to step up and never give up. So it's make it happen and possibilities. So nowadays that the technologies are 5Gs, 6Gs, and maybe their internet capacities are unlimited speed of things. But still, problem are same food and things they're also there, but the highest goal of people that to have freedom and the more freedom on the moon and things like that, they're also a goal of people to expanding their horizon of level of things. Yeah.
Yeah, and you mentioned you also have challenges of feeding people. I'd like to get your thoughts on that a little bit more. From my perspective, it seems like we're able to produce enough food for everybody, but it's more of being able to distribute it, getting it actually to people. What do you think?
Yeah, we need to feed every people. I need to have learn to feed. They can earn their money own because if we do not know how to earn the money, so how can we just feeding for how long? We have limitations of things there. So we need to understand that train their mindset as a growth mindset. So we need to keep contributing as an intellectual capacity, nourish their souls, and nourish their body to make it powerful. So that is a main powerful mission with the mind, body, and soul, and the heart. We have to open heart to have serve the humanity and things.
No, you're definitely right. You have kind of like two. I mean, there's lots of different mindsets you have, but two major ones that are kind of opposite is that growth mindset versus the scarcity limitation mindset, where you have like the one where we can like change things and everybody can get more, and then you have the one where there's a limited stuff and either I have it or somebody else has it, but we both get it. But it seems like the scarcity mindset it's the source of so many problems in terms of like war and kind of conflict between people and groups of people. And then like the growth mindset, I think potentially can help us all come together and work together because we can achieve so much more if we're like actually helping each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, growth mindset is something that we have to make it positive, and things have not to be fixed today. What I have learned today, what the belief system I have today, need to be a reflect on basis on my knowledge and things that experience. But the growth mindset is something that reflect and add more value and bring more something add up and more add up and add the peoples, add the resources, add something there that is not fixed because we have to more people to bring on and bring on changes, bring on awesomeness of contribution. So miracles is happens. It's all about what we have to create. It's not about what we cannot create it. So it's between the not and what can possibly make it happen. So it's all about scarcity every time. What the resources are very scarce. What the life will be survival or not survival. So life is all about the warriorship. As a warrior of peaceful warrior, it's need to reflect on what things happen on surrounding is every time maybe what inside our mind and practically on basis of approach what we can do. So what it's make it step by step or make it within a flow of things we can conclude to the non-judgmental on behaviors and get into the conclusion and things so they can make it happen what the mind and people or group of people can find a solution. So actually the people find a solution, bring the companies and things happens, and actually the world is already in the process of keep growing in many ways. There are many United Nations goals, there are many sustainability goals that many companies are supporting. What the people have individual responsibility for survival is life is their own responsibility. So if we do not take our own responsibility to make it happen, so how can other people assure about get the confidence? Okay, how can I help for you? So make it surety and make it things that people can make it contribute and things, and more people are less people maybe there are different mindset of things. They love to see the different new initiative, and they pop up of new initiative that I've started a new initiative. Again, people jump up and come along connection, building the connection that I want to connect with you. I want to connect with you. You are something shining. So they reflect on pop-ups of things that it can be a help for themselves and better. So the people can jump into the problem and solutions and things there. So we need to advertise, we need to ask, we need to get into the something, because how much we desire the things, so we get the solutions and things done.
Yeah, I mean that's a very good point about just taking a step, going step by step. You may not be able to see the entire journey ahead of time, but you can make it to the next top of the hill, and then you can see better to know what the next thing is.
Yeah.
So, kind of curious in how adventurous you are. Would you consider taking a trip to space if it was maybe affordable?
Yeah, I'm very adventurous. I have been married with my wife. They have belonged to Gilgit and northern areas, and I have went for northern areas twice times. And there are a lot of mountains. I have adventure of fairy meadows. There is the highest peak to the Nanga Parvat there. So I have also their summit over there, and I love swimming a lot. I have learned the swimming actually and under driving the things that, and I take new adventure every day, because the challenging more thing is that scarcity or scare or something fear. So we have to clear the fear of things, the how it's happened. Ask how the brain will be process the how it's possible. So it's between the adventure is between me just one word how. So it's make me process that how it's possible. So it make it possible so that it's sense make it sense, and it can be taking the lead to more questions. It's like a coaching to me, self coaching, that how is possible. The coach asks when you have to do this. Again, the coach asks what to do. So it's self coaching skills I have adopted myself, and make it things what adventure I can do, adventure in sky driving in future. So I plan for that after the mountaineering and skydiving in soon.
That is awesome. No, that's a very true point. And it's about understanding when to respect the fear and when to push through it and try to ignore it. It's important too.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Mhm.
those are pretty much all the questions I had. Did you have any questions for me?
Yeah, what is all about your countdown for 2024? So, what's your vision to you're going to space or you are planning for the finally decided you are confirmed going? Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not in the space profession for work. It's a hobby of mine, and
Mm-hmm.
what about the was planning to send people to the moon. I thought it'd be neat to go out and connect with people and see how other people think about it and what they're thinking about in terms of the future of humanity. So I thought, you know, it would be good to connect with one person a day and just get their thoughts on it. So it's really more of a personal improvement project, a chance to talk to people and hear different perspectives and kind of understand how other people are seeing humanity's future and the challenges and opportunities that we have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wonderful, wonderful. So, what do you think? You have to have on a space. You have to pack up your things and wind up your all things, or maybe you return over there after a year or 6 months. There is a duration after 2024. Yep.
Yeah. So I mean, to go to the lucky thing is the moon is pretty much the same distance away from the Earth all the time, and you could get there quicker, but the Apollo astronauts took 3 days to get there, basically because they didn't want to go so fast that the moon wouldn't hold on to them as they went by. That would be kind of scary to not be able to come back to the Earth. So it's only like really 3 days there and 3 days back. So you could go to the moon within a week. So not so long. Like going to Mars would take 6 months to get there, and then you'll have to wait like a year and a half for the two planets to realign, and then 6 months to come back. So the entire process might be 3 or 4 years to go to Mars. So that would be a little bit bigger of a commitment. I think a lot more risk too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's an interesting work on contribution out of the world. Yeah, it's something we had just heard in our childhood and stories to that. Yeah, that's amazing. But how you long take time for something that what the health and things you have to manage, or what's something you need to keep calm in your mind? The people may be not connected or disconnected many times. So what individually capacity of your intrapersonal skills, what you have prepared for this?
Yeah. So my original plan with this, whenever I started it back in 2019, was to do all of the interviews in person with people at like the coffee shop, at the stores, on the street, and to go up to people and say, "Hi, can I interview you for this project?" So try to get more comfortable talking to people I haven't yet met, strangers, if you will, or new people. Um, but then whenever COVID happened, with like the lockdown, where you couldn't go to actually talk to people in person, I had to start doing them online, which has been kind of good because it's also forced me to reach out to people I've lost contact with. People from high school, people from college, people from previous works, family and friends that I haven't talked to in a while. Reaching out to new people like you that I haven't connected with yet. So it's been a really fantastic experience from that perspective.
That's amazing, amazing, fantastic. That's that. Still, there is something that we need to understand ourselves, our need, discover ourselves every time. Whatever you go to age of 20, 40, 50, but still there is something internal need, the soul. What do you think about the soul? How can it accomplish in a sky or connect with the soul? Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a very good question. What exactly is the soul? Is it, just a product of our brains and our kind of imagination, or is it actually something that exists
Yeah.
in the of our body? And
Mm-hmm.
is there like this concept of our true selves versus the selves we are, and is there some type of disconnect between them that we need to resolve? Um, you know, I've read and heard many different views on this, and I'm sufficiently aware of my own ignorance to say, I don't know.
Okay, that's good. Because you have a plenty of time when you travel to the space, so you need to rediscover yourself. Actually, maybe people maybe are connected or satellite, maybe disconnected to what it happened or not. Because technology sometimes unpredictable things it happens. So what do you need to have yourself to be be and experience something different on that things happens and more excited for things. Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I really appreciate your time, and thank you so much for connecting with me and sharing your thoughts, and helping to expand my world.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's honor.
Well, I hope you have a good rest of your evening, and I hope we can stay in touch online.
Yes, yes, definitely, definitely.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
bye bye then.
Bye bye. And best